What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk about SoFi. I want to talk on why it's up as much as it is, go over some updated data points very relevant to a lot of investors, and also go over some articles that are all giving conflicting information about SoFi, which ultimately still shows that there's a lot of manipulation when it comes down to SoFi. But before I get into any of that, all I ask, smash a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, let's get right to it. So I just want to show you the live ticker to my left, currently up roughly about 4%, 8 million as far as overall volume. The average is 46. So today is going to be a heavy volume day, and that is a nice change of events because on Friday we were a little bit lower on both volume and block volume, especially based on the average. Block volume as of right now shows 1 million shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds within the first 30 minutes of the trading day. So today is going to be a big day. A lot of big money is getting in, and when it comes down to it, it is a couple different factors that's causing it to go up. One of which is Nodo. So Nodo has been adding to his position. These are all obviously granted shares to him, so he didn't outright buy them. At the end of the day, it is what it is, but a lot of individuals really like when their CEO has a little bit more skin in the game, and Nodo definitely does have that. So I really do like that. And over and above that, SoFi was actually among the top 20 searches in Q1 of 2022. So definitely a lot of demand. So I really do like that. And like I already mentioned as well, there is a lot of articles that are coming out that give conflicting information. I'm not necessarily going to go into the exact articles per se, but when it comes down to it, you can see right here, I'm still long. The bears will eventually be humbled. So you can see that right here. And ultimately it does go to show, I found this part interesting and I was going to do a potential video on this, but it talks on the student loans as far as if it's going to be extended, that ultimately it is not a buying opportunity. It may be smart for investors to hold on to SoFi shares instead of buying more. So at the end of the day, conflicting information is both from the same source. It goes to show that there is a lot of manipulation. And you can always see that there is a lot of manipulation when it comes down to shorts. Shorts as of right now is 1673, which is insane. This is way too high for what SoFi should be. And utilization is currently 100%. So it shows 100% of the available shares to short are currently out. And despite it being green today, shorts are actually adding to their position. So 1.2% increasing today, which works out to be 3.17 million shares being additionally shorted. Cost to borrow is so far today maintaining itself, so 2.56%. So like I said, it has been going down a little bit, so showing it's a little bit more incentivizing for shorts to increase their position. So that's most likely why shorts have actually added 1.2% today. So with that said though, I just want to briefly go over some options activity. So options activity as of today, there wasn't really any big purchases. But you can see $22,000 worth of options with 0% positive. So overall last week it was $8.14 million worth of options being done with 78% positive. Based on the put/call ratio, there is a little bit of a change of events going on. So hypothetically, when it is down, that means there is a lot more calls being purchased. So I really do like that. And when it comes down to SoFi, it is a smoking gun. 2022 is going to be a very big year. And more so going back to that article that says that SoFi isn't a buy because the student loans will most likely get extended, and what that actually means for us as investors. Just want to show you this article. We estimate that negative impact to be approximately 30 to 35 million of lost revenue every single quarter. The way I see that, yes, we are potentially losing revenue, but this is revenue that hypothetically was not on the table. This is not being estimated. And with that, just want to briefly show you some analyst forecasts. More specifically, revenue, because that's what's up for debate, right? So looking here in Q1 of 2022, there's an estimated $290.04 million worth. That's what the estimate is, and that estimate is among 6 different analysts. So at the end of the day, that estimate does not include that $30 to $35 million of revenue from student loan. We are still definitely very good on that regard. So the fact that there is those articles that are coming out saying that hypothetically it isn't a buying opportunity because of student loans possibly getting extended, I find that completely BS in my opinion. I could be completely wrong. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. If you do honestly think that this 30 to 35 million is going to be that big of a deal for SoFi, let me know. Definitely I could be wrong, but right now I don't feel that is correct saying that it isn't a great buying opportunity, because by the time when this actually does get extended, whether it actually just gets extended 6 months or another 3 months or whatever it might be, SoFi easily is already undervalued as that stands. So the fact that if if you are hypothetically not buying SoFi because of this, we are going to surge probably 30 to 40% before this even gets dealt with. So that's just my own personal opinion. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence. But given all the circumstances, there is a lot of upside when it comes down to SoFi, and don't listen to all the manipulation. Do your own due diligence, because SoFi is going to do a lot of big things, especially for 2022. And with that though, we are getting to a very pivotal point. I'm just going to transition and talk on some technicals. So I have the 50, 100, 200-day moving averages, Bollinger Bands, RSI, stochastic, and momentum. So right now, looking on the actual chart, number of buyers is going up big time. So you can tell that based on the momentum indicator. Stochastic, there is still a little bit of a deviation. So red line above the black showing a little bit more of a bearish sentiment. RSI is currently at 49. And looking on the actual chart, we did bounce off of the central Bollinger Band and are transitioning higher. So that's a very strong positive. And as well, just want to show you, we are entering into a very pivotal point that may actually come today. So $10.06, that is a pivot point. Once we do get over that, then hypothetically, we should enter into a full-on bull trend. And I really do like that, especially considering if we do get to that $10.06 mark, then most likely a lot of these indicators will all be screaming bullish trends and signals and things like that. A lot more institutions will get in, as they already are technically, and this is why SoFi is going to be a big deal. And this is why you don't pay attention to those articles that say don't buy because blah blah blah. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Do your own due diligence, like I've already said. But with all that though, let me know your thoughts on SoFi in the comments below. If you haven't already, smash the thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on SoFi.